Hey guys, what's up? It's AndrewAJT back for another video for you guys. This one will be kind of a vlog, kind of non-structured type of video. I used to make these videos quite often, and I kind of stopped, I guess, in the last few years. I don't know, maybe I become more concerned with like quality control and stuff because whenever you make these type of videos, they're definitely going to be very unorganized unless you do like sort of jump cuts, I guess, which I've never done before. I mean, I pause the recording and if I cough or something, I edit it out, but that's pretty much as far as I go with commentary editing. So a couple things to talk about. Where have I been? It hasn't been too long since the last video, but a little bit long now. It's been about a week and a half since the KBD video, which did quite well. So thank you guys for that. I've just been very busy with school. It's been unbelievable how busy I've been with school this semester. This is my second to last semester. I'm in my senior year up here in upstate New York. Then I'll be done hopefully in the spring, and then I'll graduate. Then I get to go into the real world, I guess. But it's not been too bad. I mean, I have my own place. It's really, really nice. It's, you know, I can't stress enough how nice it is living alone. I mean, I don't think I would want to live alone if I wasn't with people all day at school and all that. But, you know, to have the place to yourself is really, really nice. So a couple things. So that's pretty much why I haven't made any videos recently. Like I didn't make one last week, I guess. I actually do have a little bit of content I could show you guys. I did some Dagonoth Kings with Twisted Bow. I could talk about that. But otherwise, it's mostly been what I'm doing right now live is mining. I'm mining for, well, two things, just to get the total levels, because these are actually pretty quick levels. Just take like a few hours each now. Maybe getting like 30k an hour here, which is still really, really bad. This is the first time I've really ever done motherlode mine, and I don't know, it's really AFK, which is actually not too bad. Like, I was actually mining one of these ore veins for 30 seconds earlier, which is unusual, but you can really AFK for quite a long time. And the OS Buddy overlays here make it really nice, like all these pickaxes that appear when you can mine them. It just makes it easier to see, like around the corner and such. And also, you get you can turn on notifications for when you stop mining, which is really, really helpful. But the main reason I'm mining is not actually for mining levels, it's for the prospector set. I just need the chest piece, I guess, and the reason I need that is for the Falador Hard Diary. So I have a lot of the achievement diary sections done. There's actually an update to this video sounding like an OS Buddy advertisement. Trust me, I wish they gave me some sort of sponsorship, but they don't. You can see which diaries you've done more specifically. The only elite diary I've done is Western Provinces. That was for the Chompy Chick pet, which I'll probably talk about in a future video. But I need to do the Falador Hard Diary, and it actually doesn't have a mining requirement, or maybe it has like the mining guild requirement or whatever, which is probably pretty low. But you need the full prospector, so even if I wanted to train mining at a faster place, which I probably wouldn't because this is the most AFK, I need to do it here because I need to get the prospector. And if you do the Falador Hard Diary, you get the mole. You get a lot of upgrades to killing the giant mole. So you get the mole tracker, so you don't have to run around aimlessly trying to figure out where it is. So that's really helpful. And then you also get noted bones, or whatever, the hides or whatever, skins, and then the noted claws. So it's actually really good money. And I actually want to do the giant mole with the twisted bow. There's actually a method you can do where you like cannon it. It's like pretty AFK, and it's really good money as well. And the twisted bow is pretty good versus the giant mole. And it's nice to have a ranged weapon as well. It's definitely better than Darox apparently. Not only does it hit pretty high, I did a little bit of testing there without the diary, which was obviously not really worth it. But it hits high, and you also save a little bit of time because when the moles are running around, you can save time by shooting it from a distance rather than having to run up to it every single time. So it looks pretty AFK, very relaxing. I'm used to having to do the KBD and constantly crossing the wilderness. Not gonna have to do that anymore. All I'm gonna have to do is just pray melee, take 0 damage, you know, sit there in Armadillo, probably, or maybe Void. I'm not sure which is better. And yeah, get the mole pet hopefully soon. But even if I don't get it soon, because it's such good money, apparently it's over 2 mil per hour, I think that'll be super, super nice as a boss to grind out. And wow, look at that camera angle I'm getting. Kind of can't really get a good one there, but look at all, it's very close up. But yeah, so that should be a fun thing. I'll definitely make a video on the giant mole. Maybe I'll even do a live commentary for that. Back when I started making videos like 10 years ago, they were almost pretty much always live commentary. Nowadays, I guess I'm more concerned with like quality control, maybe even too much to some extent, and I don't do many live commentary videos anymore. They're much easier to make, but I just always feel and maybe they've gone out of style to some extent among RuneScape YouTubers, but I don't think that's really because of people didn't like them. I think people have always liked live commentary videos. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think, but I think people just like me have thought, oh, these are not going to be quality videos if I'm just running around talking with live commentary. I gotta like record a bunch of clips and then edit them all together. I'll always have those videos, the clips edited together, because I'm always recording all my gameplay, and there's just so much stuff I want to show you guys. So there's always going to be a place for those videos, but maybe the live commentary videos can make some sort of a comeback. Also, maybe vlogs too. I've considered starting those back up. Those are things I used to do, usually with Slayer vlogs I would do back in the day, where I would talk about things non-RuneScape related, just over RuneScape stuff. Plenty of IRL stories I could share with you guys. So if you guys would be interested in that, let me know. But yeah, definitely could branch out a little more. I was pretty lucky with my video types, I guess. There's other goals I have. For example, the Fremnik Elite Diary would make doing Dagonoth Kings a little bit better, because I would get the noted DK's bones, which is really, really good. It makes it a lot of money, like a mil per hour just with the bones or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but you need to do rune crafting for that. But that might be an option, even though I hate rune crafting with a passion. Like I said, I think these skills are just fundamentally too slow and too boring. They're just not designed well in that sense. But yeah, now that I'm mining up every week, I'm gonna get the rune crafting XP from Tears of Guthix, so that'll help, and also the achievement diary lamps will get me another level. The last time I actually trained rune crafting was at level 55, so I've gotten all these diary lamps and random events and Tears of Guthix, and I've gotten that all the way up to almost 67, probably a little more than halfway to 67. Actually, I'm not quite sure, but I will get 67 from the diary lamps pretty easily. And I've heard blood rune crafting is good, so maybe that'll be like kind of AFK, and I can get like the 80 rune crafting or something you need for the Fremnik Elite. So that could be fun. I have this probably won't work. Yeah, oh, it actually did work. I have like 1,200 kills for all the Dagonoth Kings, but I don't have any of those pets. So with the Twisted Bow, which I probably will show you guys a bit in the next video, the Twisted Bow really does help at DKs because it speeds up the slowest boss to kill normally, Dagonoth Prime. So that could be a fun pet to go for as well once I have that diary done. Right now it's just not really worth going there and camping and missing out on all those free bones, just like how it wouldn't be worth doing the giant mole right now, where I'm not noting all those items and I'm killing it slower without the tracker. As far as a couple other things, a question I get asked a lot is, will I ever max? And I might. I have never really tried Motherlode Mine before this, so I didn't know it was not too bad. Obviously it's extremely slow. I'm getting almost 30k per hour with like medium attention. If I really pay attention, I could probably get around 32k per hour, which is still really shitty. But I could see myself doing this like for 99 someday. Like, it's really not that bad. You can watch movies and stuff while doing this. I've actually watched quite a few movies recently. I watched Get Out the other day, that came out in 2017. I watched The Edge of Tomorrow, which I didn't actually like very much, but I watched that because I saw in the theaters recently Happy Death Day. I actually really enjoyed that movie. And then I saw It as recently as well, the Stephen King adaptation. I've been trying to watch a lot more movies recently. I always like movies. I saw Dunkirk over the summer. That was very good. And yeah, I'm always branching out. So if you guys have any movie or show recommendations, I'm always all ears in the comments or the clan chat or Discord or whatnot. But yeah, so maxing could happen. I mean, none of these skills are that tough other than rune crafting, but if the blood rune crafting and stuff like that does turn out to be kind of AFK, then maybe it will be manageable. I really just don't like the skill. And all the other skills are pretty manageable as well. I mean, agility, that will suck, but I mean, it is what it is. It won't be too bad, like with the Arty Diary, I guess, just doing it here and there. Smithing, I think, is fast. Fishing, I'm just AFKing pretty much. Got that to 91. Always like that skill, just because it's so... oh, I think I actually can get my thingamabobs here. Why didn't I only have 75 in there? That's weird. I'm not sure what happened. But yeah, I have all these 99s already. Combats, obviously, I've long done. I got max combat, 126 combat back in 2014. So that was very quick. And then how many nuggets did I get? 3 is okay. So maxing really isn't that unreasonable, but I don't think it will happen for a few years just because I'm not really like going for it. It's just kind of something that will happen over time, I think. The other consideration is, do I ever want to start a hardcore Ironman? And I was thinking of this, I've been thinking about this a lot recently, like would I really enjoy that, being a hardcore Ironman? And I really decided that there's two things about it. There's one side of it that I would really, really like, the getting all those cool items yourself and like going for cool drops and stuff like that. So for example, doing a clue scroll on the main account here, the only thing I can really get from it, other than maybe the Bloodhound pet from Master Clues, is like money related items. Like it's not that exciting. I always do the clue scrolls, of course, but like on a hardcore Ironman, it's totally different, because like if you get a Zammy page, it's like, holy shit, that's a Zammy page. I'm like one step closer to getting a Zammy book. It's so exciting. And there's other things, like for example, on I think the day hardcore Ironman came out, someone managed to complete a master or a hard clue scroll. A master clue scroll on day one would be very impressive, but a hard clue scroll, and they got a glory amulet trimmed, and that's like such a good reward, because it's so hard to get a glory like right away on the hardcore on an Ironman, and then you get the trimmed version like right off the bat, and that's just super, super lucky. But that also leads me to my the second thing, is that there would be so much tedious shit to do on a hardcore Ironman that I don't know if I could really take it. Agility is a good example, and just like getting things for quests. Not that I'm not used to that, because when the game came out, there wasn't the GE, and pretty much most things, unless you could find them on Zybez, which was rare, you'd have to go find them yourself. So I kind of have a little bit of experience with like the concept of an Ironman having to find random shit yourself, but like not having like infinite prayer potions like I do on this account pretty much, just from the GE and stuff, and things like that, it would just be a little bit boring. I also don't like to prayer flick like all the time. I'm pretty good at it, but just because of hand pain and such, I don't really want to constantly do it. I'm pretty sure I'm like perfect at it now though. See, it's not that hard. I just listened for the sounds. I actually have the sounds off on the recording right now, because there's a notification sound whenever the spot changes, and it's very loud. So I don't want you guys to hear it every single time. It's not very loud for me, but it would probably be loud for you guys compared to everything else in the video. But yeah, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys think, would you guys want to see a hardcore Ironman series? I bet you guys would. So and if I died, it wouldn't really be a big deal either, because I don't have like a bunch of accounts that are already Ironman. It would be my first Ironman, so if I died, it wouldn't really be a big difference. Obviously, it'd be cool to last as long as possible, without just like completely playing it safe either. So let me know what you guys think, if that grind would be worth it. But like, it would definitely be fun to have that, and then like being able to do borrows or God Wars eventually, and like trying to get those items for yourself, or even getting like your first Abyssal Whip. If you get 85 Slayer, that sounds really fun to me, but it would be tedious as well, especially like rune crafting and stuff. I wouldn't want to go mine essence and crap, but it might be. Actually, I think there's better ways of getting pure essence, like temple trekking or something, or killing certain monsters, but you get the idea that certain things on an Ironman would be extremely tedious to do. So the other topic I want to talk about is something kind of dumb, the YouTube adpocalypse. I've mentioned this plenty of times, but it is actually starting to affect my channel a little bit. And I've talked about this before, but it doesn't really matter too much for my channel. I only started monetizing my videos a few years ago, and I've been making videos for a decade, so it's not too big of a deal for me. And the money I get from YouTube isn't completely insignificant. It does help me pay for shit, and also like, you know, this semester, for example, rather than working on the side or something, I can have more fun and make these videos and such. So I guess it's a little bit significant for me, but there's people who live off YouTube that it would be way more significant for them. But yeah, for whatever reason, when I've been uploading videos, they get demonetized, which I don't know why, because there's this request to review option, and always when I click it, it always comes back and they remonetize it. So that video got remonetized, but I don't know why they're being demonetized in the first place. Like, maybe I curse a couple times in my videos, but not too much. And I mean, RuneScape is not particularly violent, so I don't know why it's happening. And I tried to look into this a little more, and YouTube doesn't really seem to have a good answer. YouTube doesn't seem to make much sense when it comes to things like this. Like, they were even saying on one of their like blog articles I read about it that, oh, you should just upload your videos as unlisted and like wait a few days for us to review it, and then once it's all reviewed and clean, you can just unlist it, I guess. But it's like, what's the point if my videos are always being remonetized, and why are they being demonetized in the first place? I mean, it's just, not common sense that, like, why would you demonetize something if you're just going to remonetize it always? I mean, my videos probably don't even come close to something that's not advertiser friendly. I mean, maybe they do because I curse, but not really that often. I mean, anything visual in it is pretty tame. I mean, it's literally just RuneScape, which we've been playing since we're like 10 years old, so I don't really understand it. I mean, I know this is not affecting me nearly as much as other people, but I just want to put my 2 cents in that it really, YouTube is always pushing these new things that don't seem to make any sense. Google Plus, for example, I mean, who actually posts stuff on Google Plus? Like, almost nobody. And YouTube, a few years ago, they completely restructured the entire site around Google Plus, which no one even uses, and there were so many problems because of it. People, videos not appearing in sub boxes, the inability of people to reply to comments. I mean, simple things started breaking down because of that, and to this day nobody uses Google Plus, so I don't see what the point is. And YouTube is always expanding their like services too, like YouTube TV or YouTube Red. Who uses any of that? The only thing people really care about on YouTube is just the creators themselves, not the independent people, not all this weird shit that they're doing on the side on YouTube's standpoint. But I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. But yeah, it's not a big deal for me, but I just wanted to talk about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's going to mostly do it for the video. I've been perfectly motivated to play recently, just unfortunately haven't had a lot of time, and when I have had time, the mining has not been great content, so I guess it's time for one of these little update videos anyway. But definitely expect a video on the Giant Mole and possibly Dagonoth Kings as well. And if I do start a hardcore Iron Man, let me know if you guys would want to see that in the comments in this video. But if I did start that, it would probably be in December, in my like mid-semester break, which is like a month long. So that could be a really fun adventure for that month, because again, there are a lot of things about this game that is very exciting to me now, especially the update or the dev blog that came out yesterday about wilderness rejuvenation. I think that sounds like a lot of fun as well. But yeah, so thank you guys in the clan chat for sticking around. AndrewAJT62, that'll be up on screen if you want to join and come and say hi. People in the Discord, I did not get the Discord partnership, which I wasn't too surprised. It took a long time for them to get back to my application, but I was kind of getting hopeful that they would say yes. But I don't know, it's kind of weird. On their page it says that the average YouTuber who gets Discord partnership has 100,000 subscribers and 150 people in their Discord, and I have 8,000 subscribers and I have 200 people in my Discord, which shows that it's definitely relatively active. I mean, it's not incredibly active, but there's people talking in there just about every day. So I was hoping that they would throw me a bone, but they didn't. I'm sure I can reapply in a few months or something. Maybe when I get 10K subs, I'll reapply and try again. But yeah, if you want to join the Discord, link in the description as always, and you can follow me on Twitter and Twitch down below. I'll follow you back on Twitter if you play OSRS and all that stuff. And yeah, other things. Click the bell next to the sub button if you want to get notifications whenever I upload a video. Almost was about to say go live. Maybe I should try the YouTube live thing for the next like live stream. But also you can support us on Patreon down below or on the end screen, and that should be about it. So definitely I will see you guys soon. I'll see you in the clan chat, in the Discord, all that good stuff. And hope you guys have a good evening, day, whenever I upload this video, where it is for you. Thanks, guys.